Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Allen now on 1st down. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rivers on 1st down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Red. Set. Run 80.
3rd and long for Rivers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Chris Ivory, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that, got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous. So
they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Kyle Van Noy able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll give it up to Ivor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Allen going to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Dante Hightower in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Hop.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This is taken around the 12. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
From the gun, Rivers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rivers now on second down. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing on third and long. Rivers looking deep down. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on third down for the Pats. 44 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On 1st and 10, Rivers. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They go play action. Rivers going deep here for Edelman. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Julian Edelman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They run with their short yardage man, Ivory. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Allen now operating from the gun. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now Allen throwing on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Here's Allen. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Danny Shelton with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Patriot off. Now set to come back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run it here. This is James Lane. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Good. 180.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Throwing Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be taken at the 10. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here come the Bills. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Allen hit. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Hey, ready? 380.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll run with White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Let's go.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. A give. This is Michel. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Rivers to throw it. The quick slant caught. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, it actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But it had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On first down, Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Watch the team.
First down, Rivers. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. The second quarter score from KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down, Rivers. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Able to spin 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. To throw, Rivers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. Working out of the gun, Rivers. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Hey, Rocket!
A first down throw here for Rivers. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 25-yard line. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. A good pickup there at 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Rivers, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Detroit!
Allen looks to throw on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Blue 90! Blue 90!
Allen from the gun on third down. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. That's caught by Ware. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays. Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Another run. This time it's Ivory. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On third and long, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Michel. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just need a little more oomph behind it, and it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try to get the running game going here with Ivory. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, Ivory. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
3rd down. Here's Ivory. They find some open field here. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 43 yards on the ground. That's a prime example of how tough Chris Ivory can be to bring down.
He's so good that I think that he would last very well in a boxing gym. You know, because he's going to wear you down with those types of runs all game long. And if they can't start getting him on the ground quicker and more efficiently, they've got a long game in front of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A running play now for Ivory. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Carry number 10 now for Ivory. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Bills on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This from 42 yards out. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
So the Patriots coming out now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Zero.
To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Rivers now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Matt Milano coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Rivers. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And the Bills getting set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case,
he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30. touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
New England on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. And this one is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
A first throw for the backup Peterman.
And his first throw here is incomplete.
Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
3rd and long. It's Peterman.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now a pitch out to Michel. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. To throw now on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go now.
On the ground is Michel. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And able to find Garcon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, boys, got 4 down. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Tack. Hut.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll set up a throw. Slot, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, here we go.
2nd and 10 now. Peterman. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Bills on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Peterman. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles